Welcome back, everyone, to Whoosah, baby. We have a guest again today. Maria is going to talk about the deep ways that we're going to prepare our mind and our body for labor. And so we talk about this in the beginning to let you know that this is education, and knowing that it's not like how we see in the movies. Birth is not always like, oh my God, so many things are happening. The waters are breaking. And you're just like, that's the movies, right? If you know a bit more about birth, and we're going to give you tools, right? Because you are, about to go on this journey, and we have specific tools that are right for you that we share in all of these videos that we want you to take with you, and let us know in the comments if they're working for you or what other tools that you would suggest for people. And Maria, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Maria. I live in Colonial Beach, Virginia, with my husband, Sam, our daughter, Josephine, and our soon-to-be baby boy. I am 9 months pregnant, so literally any minute now. I'm just waiting on the clock. I am a member of Lamaze International, a childbirth educator, and I am the owner and creator of the app Natural Birth by Echo, which is a pregnancy, birth, postpartum app, which kind of offers a natural alternative to parents who want to do the parenting thing a little bit more natural, from a natural perspective.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love the natural perspective, right? That's a very good tool for us to have. And my name is Terry Wong. I love bringing on all different guests from the world of public health to teach you more about perinatal health. And my background is in global health. So all these different things are so passionate, deep to my heart. And I like to share with the world, because these are tools that anybody can use anywhere, right? If you're watching this video and you learned something today, I hope that you can share it with somebody. And so today we're talking about the mind and the body. If you have something to say, if you're thinking about something or tried one of the things that we talked about, let us know how it works. The first one here.
So exercise. When I first got pregnant with my oldest, Josephine, I was like, oh, why do I need to keep exercising? You know, I'm just going to get big. I'm going to gain weight no matter what. And until I saw the studies, oh my gosh. So exercise, we all know that exercise, you go for a run and it releases endorphins, and then you're in a good mood for the rest of the day. And then those endorphins wear off after a couple of hours, and then the next morning you have to go on another run, right? Because they don't stay. You have to keep on doing it every single day. However, there is something, it's similar to endorphins. It's called brain-derived neurotropic factors. And what they found, that just gentle exercise, even 30, 40 minutes of walking every single day or a couple times a week will actually build resilience to pain in your brain. So it's like endorphins in that it'll help you be more resilient to pain. It'll put you in a better mood, except that BDNFs will build up over time. So the more you do it, especially leading up to labor, the less pain you're going to feel in labor. So now, obviously, I try to get just a little bit of exercise in every single day. It's getting harder and harder. But it's just so crucial in order to just have those hormones built up to my advantage, so that I'm going to have the resilience and have my brain chemistry wired in such a way as to be able to experience contractions as work, because they are hard work, but not necessarily pain.
Yeah. And this is such a good tool to use, and incorporating gentle exercise, like you mentioned, like a 30-minute walk, right? Just doing it every single day will help you have less pain when it comes to labor. Easy win. Take that walk. Like, know that every day you're working, right? Your body is contributing to getting prepared and ready for this time. And so I hope you also like take advantage of like killing all the birds with one stone. Go outside, get the fresh air, take the walk, get your endorphins up, and your all the good things that you get from taking a brisk walk, right? And then you start to prepare your body for labor, and these are the different things that you could do, and just put it into your calendar. Did I do it today? Please, every single day, because it definitely helps to prepare and practice, and you should enjoy this time, right? This is something we want you to listen to your favorite playlist or whatever things you want to add into the mix to as you prepare your body for birth, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a great tool. Mm-hmm.
The second tool, and we've talked about this before, but breath work and mindfulness. It's not enough to just go into labor and be like, okay, I'm just going to start deep breathing today, the day I go into labor. It has to be practiced in advance. And the more you practice it in advance, the better you're going to be able to do it to reduce pain in labor. There was a study done in 2011 published by the National Library of Medicine, and it found that after 8 weeks of, I think it was college students that they were doing this study on, I forget, but after 8 weeks, the participants, one second, let me get that out of, after 8 weeks, the participants they were practicing breath work, they were practicing mindfulness every single day. And after just 2 months, when they were exposed to a negative external stimuli, aka pain, they were able to breathe through it, relax, and they experienced the sensation, but their brains were not producing a pain response. So even though they experienced it, they did not experience it as pain. So translate this to birth. And if we just, if we're practicing our breath work every single day, we're doing our little meditations and our mindfulness exercises. In my programs, I call it 10 mindful minutes, just 10 mindful minutes every single day. And you are going to go into labor. And yes, you're going to experience your contractions still, but your brain chemistry will literally change, and you will not experience contractions as pain. You're just going to experience them as another sensation, as your muscle flexing, as but it's not pain though, because your body's producing all of those endorphins to help you smooth everything over and just really enjoy the birth experience.
Yeah, I like that way that you said that. It will just feel like another sensation, right? Because you're practicing this 10 minutes, right, of mindfulness, of your breath work, breathing, getting those good fresh air into your system, and just also relaxing, right? This is intentionally hoping to bring yourself to not respond, right? So reactively when you feel like you have more control, right? That's what I like about breath work, when you're just like, all right, yeah, I'm still just breathing. Ouch, that hurt, but like I'm still breathing here, and I'll just, like however you might be feeling, use it to your advantage to know that like it's as simple as deep breathing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the takeaway.
Okay, so baby positioning. From personal experience, I can tell you that when your baby is malpositioned, your contractions they're nothing. They're nothing compared to the pain that back labor will bring to you when you're giving birth. So for example, I had back labor. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. I had back labor, which means that my baby's, the back of her head was against my sacrum, which was pressing against all of the nerves back there. And physiologically, it is one of the most painful ways to give birth. And you really feel it. So a simple way to optimize your labor is to get your baby in a good position before contractions even start. And there are so many ways to do this. And it's really all that we talked about earlier, just gentle walking. It helps your baby move down into a good position. It moves the bones of your pelvis so that your baby can wriggle down, and it's allowed that movement. Sleeping on your left side. Spinningbabies.com has some really great daily essentials that I'm doing right now to get my baby in a better position. For example, he's been posterior pretty much every single midwife visit that I've had this past month. But then I saw a chiropractor. I've been doing my spinning babies, and then he flipped anterior. So now he's, I mean, posterior isn't dangerous. It's just a variation of normal. However, it is really, really painful to push a posterior baby out. So if I can avoid it, I would love to do so. So something that you can do to just prepare for an easier labor is obviously breath work and working out, but just getting your baby in an ideal position too is just going to help them slide right out instead of kind of fight their way out.
Yeah, no, I love this. Helping the baby get into the best possible position is so amazing. If you can do that externally, you know what I mean? Like, let me do some of the gravity ones, or it's different if you're a breech, but like, if there's actual things that you can definitely do to flip until the very end of the moment, right? Until you're about to give birth, you're going to try, right? But yeah, knowing where baby's position is, as you mentioned, like during the visits, you knew that baby was here, and you're like, oh, let me see what I could do, right? Like to help baby get to an easier position. That's amazing. That's like, you literally put it into practice. Like that's so cool. Like, and definitely like sharing that with people like you, mama, like you have control of your body, like baby has a lot of space in there, like, give them a little direction and like setting them up for success, like you mentioned, so that they can come out more easily. And so it's not like a fight of like, oh, this is like the biggest part of my head, or like, here's an arm, like, I don't know. Because every birth is different, right? We want you to take all these things into account when you're watching these videos. Take what you think will work for you and leave what doesn't, and know that all these things we just teach you about, we just hope that you know and prepare yourself for the birth that you're going to have. And if you do plan go to the hospitals, to hopefully have minimal interventions, because we want you to have the advantage and make all these decisions, because this is your body, right? And the tools that we mentioned today, we really hope that it helps you to not feel fear. And because that is the first step in our mental, right, stage, because we need all of these things, our mind, our body, like we need all these things to be free flowing and happy-go-lucky when we want these things to work well, right? We want it to be bringing us joy and love quickly, because we know that those work, right? And once you know a little bit more about your body and using the breath work and taking good care of yourself, you're going to feel like, yeah, I'm ready to do this right now. And I have done all the things that I need, because I want to start right away, right? Like the breath work, using more water in your life, right? To relieve stress, to feel better. And the birth ball, there's so many different tools in terms of pain management, but find what works for you. The TENS unit, these are like the common tools that we talked about, right? But it's still interesting to hear what actually worked for people, like during each labor, like it's different, like your body, this is different every time. That's why it's so amazing. And I'll be, asking people to share about it all the time, because people don't like get asked enough to share their birth story, I feel like, right? And a lot of them are really great, amazing. So I want more people to share about it, and hopefully you use the tools that you learned about in our videos. And again, here, share your story. We're always ready. And there is so much information that Maria has too about natural birth, and through her app too. So just know that there are many people who are in the same setting as you, and when they're equipped with knowledge, they automatically feel more confident. So that makes sense, right? Like, equip yourself with this information, these tools, your breath work, taking time to yourself, right, to prepare. We have many different resources, right, that you'll check out in the links below. joining us. If you like these videos, definitely subscribe and learn more about how we bring different educational topics so that you can learn to go with the flow and enjoy your labor and to know and feel empowered by all the things we have to share. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. This was a lot of fun.